Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Get this chat hung out. Let me share this. Hi, everybody. Michaela, Lavender, woohoo. Twitter, I gotta share this out. Everybody, if you wouldn't mind sharing this out, I greatly appreciate it. Let me get back here to the chat and pop it out. Courtney, Spirit Wolf, uh, Marie, Michaela, Dawn, how are you? I miss you too, baby. Laura, Rick Stein, where you been hiding, silly? Queen, Cash, hello. Let me pop this out. Marie Duffy, pop out. Paula, my little doll, how are you? Gary, hugs. Cheryl, hi, honey. You guys, I'm telling you what, I've been not feeling the best for the last couple days. And I go to bed last night and wake up and catch up on all the crap going on, and I about vomited from what I saw. Robin, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Paul, I hope you're doing okay, honey. I miss you. Nancy, hello, honey. Oh, I didn't get back to you. Sorry, Nancy. That was yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed the live. Oh my gosh. Monday. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. How's my lungs hurting so best resting as much as I can? Yes, Rick Stein. Hi, Gabby. How are you, honey? Yeah, I've not been feeling too good the last couple days. Oh, dadgummit, Nancy. I'm so tired. You know what? I'm sorry, Gabby. I was going to call you back. See, I don't even call my friend back. And I just didn't. There's no excuse why. What do you think of that crybaby Elvis? That's what we're going to talk about. Just asking. That's what we're going to talk about. Lavender, hello. We need to talk. Me either. You're not feeling good either? Oh, good. Oh, I don't feel so bad, but I'm sorry for your mom, Nancy. Miss Zombie, hi, honey. Mary, hello. I watched your parody. Eric, I got a bone to pick with you. Oh, no. Are you the one? No, you aren't the one. So I won't pick the bone I got with you. You're the wrong Eric. I want to address that too, which I saw yesterday on Twitter. And I don't very seldom get on Twitter anymore. Oh, God, Laura. Hi, Kathy. Colleen, hello. Yeah, Colleen, we're going to talk about the big baby. Yeah, you're the good Eric. Cindy, how are you, honey? How are you feeling? Penny, hello. Courtney, Midnight Raven. You're going to try doing it tonight over on Steve's channel. Hey, Gemma. It's so gross for me to watch. I just can't. Mary, you know what? Here's the thing. I hope you guys are all having a good day. Yes, we are. Here's the situation. So, okay, so I get on there today, and I'm watching Rosie's. I'm catching up with her. That crybaby makes me sick. He makes a lot of people sick, Queen. And I've got a lot to say about this. I don't know. Colleen, do you want to come up on panel? I don't know if you want to come up or not. But anybody wants to come up and talk about this, they're more than welcome to. Black Cat Lover, my little doll. Hello. Hello, hello. You will need to watch the documentary on Netflix, The Great Hack. Super enlightening. Yeah, you sent me a text on that. I'm going to have to watch it. Yeah. Hey, Camel, how's it going? Thank you. This was made by Miss Felsie. Made it for me. Gubernation. Okay, Colleen, do I have you on Google Messenger? I don't think so. Um, if not, could you give me your email and I'll just send it to you via email, honey? I don't remember how I got it to you the last time. Or if there was a last time. I'm just so out of it. Hey, Ghost Mafia. You don't what? You don't suffer, fools. You're too funny. Okay, Colleen, I'll add you right now, babe. Now it is, Colleen, I'm going to get up here, is on a mission. Let me get her address. Okay, got it. Sent it to you. Let me know if you've got it, okay? Let me see. Good luck, Lady R. Sending good vibes your way. Thank you, Mary. I haven't worked in 16 years. I'm excited for you, lady. Ghost Mafia, big hugs. Oh, God. Eric, you know what? And a lot of it he does. Y'all give him the thumbs up. Thank you, Gabby. Hey, Colleen, it worked.
Yay.
Yay. Hi, White Trash Mama. You know, I got up this...
Good grief.
I know, right? What an abortion. I got up this morning and I'm watching Rosie's and she's talking about a line drawn or whatever. And I'm thinking, what the hell am I missing? So I go over to Numbnuts and start watching him. And the screaming, Colleen, the screaming at the beginning of that stream, I had to shut it down. Then I thought, what am I missing? So I went back and watched. I forwarded it to the end part. And he gave R.V. Davey a freaking wrench. And for all of you that don't know who R.V. Davey is, he's a registered sex offender in the state of Arizona.
Well, let me tell you what I got a message last night afterward. And the message was the reason why Elvis all of a sudden wanted to hook up with this guy is because he mentioned having money, having an RV, and having land to park on.
No.
So of course Elvis, as the consummate taker, thought, oh, without educating himself on who this guy is, decided to align himself. Well, Rosie.
But Colleen, you can't tell me that he doesn't know who R.V. Davey is. Come on.
Well, he does. If not, he does now. Well, let me put it this way. He was trying to backpedal as soon as Rosie chimed in and told him that if he wants to do that, then she's done with him.
Right, and then he was backpedaling and said, well, if that's what you want, Rosie, that's okay. I'll listen to you. I consider you a mom. But then later on, he's saying, well, what if I was just there and R.V. Davey drove up on me or came to me? He said that wouldn't be my fault.
He's not even smart enough to shut up when it's the time to shut up.
No, Eric, I don't believe it is true. I don't believe that part's true.
No, Rosie, she has a kindred spirit with him. And since he respects Rosie, he doesn't treat Rosie like he treats everybody else.
See, and that's another thing I don't understand. God bless Rosie,
Rosie's finally drawn her line in the sand, though.
But you know exactly what's going to happen on that, Colleen.
Well, that's on Rosie.
Yep, exactly. But here's what I don't understand. For how long? Hey, everybody, I'm missing in the chat. I'm sorry I'm not White Trash Mama, Hazel, all of you, Laura. Hello out there. Uh, Here's what I don't understand. For how long now has he been? He's trashed Rosie. He's trashed people. Now, this is where I don't understand. Okay. So Rosie's upset because RV Davies been trashing her, right?
Right?
And she's upset because basically because Elbow hasn't been didn't stand up for her, and that she thought they were better friends than that by modding him and going to go see him. So she said that she's upset with that. Now, where is okay? So you've got good friends that were Rosie's for how many years? That and still people that go in there that are friends of Rosie's, and she lets Elbow talk to her friends like garbage. Where's the outrage on that? Where's the line drawn?
Well, I think Rosie picks her battles.
Absolutely,
And
to do it.
and
But
I think Rosie's very smart in that respect.
yeah,
Because if you don't let people know where you stand on something, they can't question it.
well, I got to say, I'm glad she did something today. I really am. Hi, Lily.
Well,
Oh, but
I think that um, this is the time he needs to just get off of YouTube. It's poisoned him.
yeah.
He thinks that he says, well, this is a business. Well, you have a failing business, and when you try to save a failing business, you're usually you're going to be left with absolutely nothing. And that's exactly what's happened. He has absolutely nothing. He has
Okay.
no friends. He's just alienated the one true friend that would stand by him thick and thin.
Oh, he'll set back into that one, no problem. That won't be a problem for him at all. Hey, Trooper. Hey, everybody coming in, Quinny. He won't have a problem sucking back into that one. Here's where I draw the line, and I have a question even to you, Colleen, and I'm guilty of this too. Why do we continually go in there and give him the views?
I go in there because I have a voice, and I have on my channel where people can go and talk about him and not be afraid of being booted or timed out or anything, because there has to be a counterweight here somewhere.
Okay,
When
so what about
when he and
going?
I'm there to educate new people coming in, don't take him for what his word is. He is this and that.
I'll ask you to do me a favor. Hang on just a second. I'm going to mute for just a second.
Well, and I say, and anybody who is subbed up to him, if you can't stand him or if he's blocked your channel, unsub him. That's the biggest piece of power we have as a community.
Or
Is
watch him on a hook tube.
I'm sorry?
If you watch him on hook tube, that does not give him the views.
Right. Exactly.
You
Um,
know,
and let's talk about his meltdown last night. He had a total psychotic break last night, and when people, they say, oh, I've been swatted, and people call the cops. Last night was a shining example of when you should call the authorities and let them decide if he's a danger. Because what he was doing going down the road, and he almost hit a pedestrian in the street last night,
oh, you
as
do.
when he was screaming and yelling. Oh yeah, it's there.
Oh
The
my
guy had
God.
to run. The guy
Yeah.
had to run out to the side. Um, that is a shining example when people in YouTube need to go off of YouTube.
I did not see that. Did he get swatted?
Yes. Well, he had somebody, and I know who it is, called the police because he was acting irrational. He was screaming and yelling and crying and driving down the road. And this
Oh,
has always been my stand that one of these days he's going to be distracted and he's going to kill someone.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And that, if people say, you know, you shouldn't take it off YouTube and you shouldn't call the cops, no, that was the night that the police should have been called. And I am so thankful that they were, because it gave him a message that you cannot do that without us reacting. You cannot play this, you know, sympathy, you know, I'm going to cry. Nah, 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 nah. No.
I'm sorry, I'm eating a sandwich. Hi, Sean, love you. Hi, Cassidy, love you. Leanie. I miss all the good shit when I go to sleep at night. Get on my Ambien kick. Makes me so mad. I miss it all.
Well, it was pretty disturbing last night. It really, really was. And it just shows the vulnerability and the place he is in his mind, that um, he could really have a total break in reality, and it's not going to be good.
Well, hey everybody. Hi, Mike. Hi, everybody. My question is, if he kept crying about his mother, and then later on saying that he needs to get down to Mexico to get his teeth fixed, then he needs to go back up and see his mother. Now, it's my understanding, and I'm not 100% positive, that he is on Medicare.
Oh yeah, he's on
And
he's on Medicaid.
or Medicaid.
Yeah,
So, Medicaid.
he has dental insurance.
Exactly. Exactly.
See, this whole dental thing is something that he has used time and time again. You know, it's like beating a dead horse. The two teeth that have been broken off, and he showed him, and it's like, you need to brush your teeth. You're disgusting in the first place. But the two teeth that have been broken off for a long time, they're not salvageable. There's no dentist that's going to do any work, if they're a good dentist,
Right.
to do that. He just needs them pulled. And the new one that so-called cracked, that one, you know, he might. Going to Mexico is a ploy. It's a tool. He had all intentions of going down to Arizona to meet up with this RV Davy, because RV Davy mentioned money, he mentioned an RV, and he mentioned land that can be parked on. Elvis needs a landing pad right now.
Yep. Yep.
Elvis is a user, he is a taker. As soon as he found out, hey, this guy, and I don't care about his past, I'm going to use him for what I need him for. I need a place to park my Lisa Marie.
Right.
But then he got the backlash, everybody, you know, knowing that who this RV Davy guy is, you know, and got the backlash, and then went on into a tirade of complete nonsense until Rosie came on and said, if you do, the band, don't come to me to do any repairs on your van. Well, that stopped him right in his tracks.
Right.
And
well, the sad part about that is, when I was listening to Rosie this morning, she said that they'd already had a conversation about all the terrible shit RV Davy has said about her and D-Dubs. And that her and Elbow have already had this conversation. So she didn't think that they really had to worry about it again. The fecal Marie, oh my God, that's a good sign. Good sign. So why?
well, and that's just it. Elvis will do something until he's, you know, slapped on the hand and said, no, no. You know, that's the way he operates. He doesn't want to take advice from people. He doesn't want to be told what to do. And he thinks that he can do anything he wants and he's going to get away with it. Well, this
Right.
time, you know, he needs to really reevaluate his life.
Well, folks, and we're talking about a man that's into bestiality. I mean,
Yeah, among other see, there's people that have come to me behind the scenes, and I know a lot of what's going on, because I have a voice, and there's a
right,
lot of people out there who don't want their voices to be heard, but they want the information that they have to be out there.
right, right.
So I've had people come to me, and and it's not just what they say, it's echoing what other people have said to me, so I know it's fact. He has issues back to early childhood.
Really?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, um, and none of them good.
Really?
And oh yeah, and I'm not going to get into it because
No.
it's not my place to air other people's laundry. You
Not
know,
only,
and people can make up their own decisions. The information is out there if you look for it. And it's not hard to find.
well, just remember, folks, this guy is scamming for money. I mean, big time scamming for money. Do not give this guy a penny.
Well, he has three things that he lives his life for. Excuse me. One is money, two is food, and three is deviant sex.
Right. Yep.
Those are the three driving forces in his life. When
And
was the last time you ever heard him laugh?
yeah,
When was the last time you ever really saw him smile? And what we have to remember, folks, is he lives a very, very singular life. A life that none of us could really deal with because we like interacting with people. He doesn't have a clue on what it is to have a friend and, you know, be kind and considerate and have manners. He just was never taught manners.
well, I kind of feel bad for Rosie in a way because she said today, I think it was today, she said she thought that there was a part where she could make a difference in his life. Teach him, guide him. And it's not happened. And it's not ever going to happen
No,
because
it's not.
he's been enabled his whole life. Hi, everybody. I'm missing.
Well, all of his family has disowned him.
Mm-hmm.
And that should be a clear message to people out there that if your family doesn't even talk to you, that there's something really wrong there.
Right. Trooper says when he has the shawarma sandwich, and there's a BBC around and people that are giving him money, that's the only time the disgusting piece of shit smiling large. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But if you really
Hi, Grandpa Jay.
excuse me, who and he tried and he was screaming last night, I love my life, I love my life. No, that was a scream for I hate my life, I hate my life. How many of us out there would even consider the type of lifestyle he has? None of us.
I did it for many years on the road when I was playing music, and it's not a fun life.
But you weren't begging people day
No,
in, day out, and you weren't getting the hate and, the ridicule and that he does. I mean,
no, I'm sure.
he would be better off if he's made a little cardboard sign and stewed on a corner.
Yeah, I
But
think
we all know that he can't stand for more than 15 minutes because he eats shawarma sandwiches by the dozen.
true. Oh, don't worry about it, Trooper. I cuss like a merchant sailor. I think what really pisses me off, Colleen, is that he's using his mother to gain funds.
Well,
You know,
that is the last sympathy card he has.
right? And it pisses me off. For all I know, she could be dying. I don't know. I don't know the lady. But if he's that worried about her, why is he traveling 16 or 1900 miles, whatever you said it is, away from her if he's so worried? He hasn't
because
hardly.
because this was the plan he had all along. And I said this a month ago when Rosie got to Toronto. And I said, mark my words, when this is over and done with, he will be heading to California for the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, as soon as Rosie leaves, miraculously the tooth issue surfaces again.
Exactly.
And the I have to go to Mexico because I can't afford dental work here. Well, one, if you've got abscesses and you got infection, and that's another thing that pissed me off last night.
Hospital thing.
That he doesn't take care of himself until it becomes an emergency. But he had all intentions on figuring out a way, the scam, the script, the play, to get to California for Rosie to build the van. And when she came on last night and said, if you meet up with him, I'm done with working on your van. So that one statement that Rosie made makes me think that him going to California was all planned to begin with.
Right. And they
And
both knew about it.
he's screaming down the road last night and then saying in the same breath, now I have to go to the hospital to get antibiotics. Why in the hell do you wait until it gets so bad that you have to go to the hospital? One, because he's not paying for it. Two, is because he knows he'll get help there. And this is the problem with our healthcare system is people like him who don't take care of themselves let it go until it becomes an emergency.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And to me right there, he should have that Medicare card pulled right then. He's got money. He earns money. Why does he have free medical care when I'm sure you and I both have to pay for ours?
Oh, I do mine. Yep.
Yep.
Well,
there's something wrong there.
What did the cops do last night?
Laugh at him.
Did they really?
Yeah. He lied to him, of course, like he always does, and I'm a YouTube celebrity, blah, 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 blah. Well, I think that if the police would have gone back and witnessed his break of reality driving down the road, they would have done something more than just talk to him.
Wow.
But of course, he is kind of a smooth talker. He plays his good, I'm a YouTube celebrity, it's just the trolls, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
There's no reason for him to go to Mexico for dental work. It was all a way for him to get closer to the West Coast.
Yeah, exactly.
and using the teeth as a way to guilt people into giving him money. First off, if you don't even brush your teeth in the first place, and it was very evident when he showed his teeth, it was disgusting. And you've let abscesses, if he even has abscesses,
Miss Persian,
and not got at least an evaluation.
Yeah, if he was out there like that crazy on the road, they should have really looked a little bit further into it.
I thought he was going to dirty delete it, but he left it up.
Yeah. Miss Persian, Princess, yes, we do. Put her here in YouTube. Her daughter's uncle is missing. Can you please email me, which is ubergooberlady at gmail.com, and send me all the information, and I will definitely do what I can on Monday for our missing persons. Definitely. Just go ahead and email me, and I'd be more than happy to help. Yeah, go ahead and send it to me in an email, sweetie. Oh, you're welcome. Well, yeah, that's true, Leanie, true. Ben Nancy said it may happen in Mexico, but it's not common practice. I don't have to Google it. I have relatives there, and my husband is Guatemalan. Uber Goober got to go. This is a sensitive subject to me. Okay, Nancy. Take care. Hey, everybody. Hey, Shauna. Hey, RRR. Oh, yeah, he could have had his dental work paid for 3 times already. Absolutely.
Well, and there is people offering to pay the dentist directly.
Yeah,
and he said, "No, I need the money." From his own words, So I don't know. He's just, the gig is up on YouTube. It's not working anymore. He's not gonna. He's not. There's no hope for his YouTube anymore. There really isn't. He's dug himself too many holes.
What the hell is he going to do when the super chats leave?
Well, he's not getting any super chat now as it is.
Oh.
At all. I mean, I think somebody donated $2.99 last night. On a 3-hour rant.
Oh my God.
And he needs to, quit this bullshit charade and, reevaluate. It's just not working for him anymore.
So the reason why he's really up there in Detroit then is because Mr. What's his name? X? Was that who was helping him out?
Say again?
Mr. X?
Oh, yeah, Mr. X. Well, he's another enabler.
Is he a family member?
No, he's sugar daddy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's the one that always does the repairs on the van. Because Elvis is too lazy to figure out how to do anything for himself.
I knew what I was going to bring up, Colleen, that was boiling my blood. He was comparing R.B. Davey to a woman that has an abortion.
That just shows his stupidity.
Then he was blaming the drama community.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. That's another shining example of him just talking bullshit.
So,
that's a real sensitive issue with me too. And when he backtracked, and when Rosie said, "Hey, cool your jets," he went off on a different direction, and he started digging and digging and digging, and he got up to his neck, in quicksand, and realized, I'm drowned in here.
right, right. Janelle said, Norm F said yesterday in Mountain's chat, let me find it, in Mountain's chat that Elvis calls him daily. Hi,
Really?
Paul. Yeah, and that I wouldn't doubt. I know Bergs calls Norm all the time.
Well, Norm is a whole nother subject. And I don't know enough about him, nor do I care enough about to know anything about him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also question his motives.
Right. Right. Yeah, they were looking for money, Leanie. Absolutely. Absolutely. So Norm F lost his job. He's unemployed, and the money is gone. Wow. Mr. F
Really? I didn't know that.
guiding him and Rosie around Chicago when she was there. Okay, Terry, thank you. Wow, Norm lost his job. Wonder how much Elvis had to do with that one.
100%.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, because he went into he went into where Norm worked and made a scene.
Oh my God. That is
Yeah.
disgusting. Just plumb
Well,
out disgusting.
that goes back to him having absolutely no social skills whatsoever. That goes back to him thinking he's, this god that walks the earth, and and because he thinks he's a YouTube celebrity, that he's going to be treated, a certain way. No, people outside of this very, very small community don't have a clue who he is, nor do they
Well,
want to.
yeah, he definitely needs no more money from any of us. Hi, June Go, I love you. But I was floored when he was, R.V. Davey is a registered sex offender, folks. He modded him and he's going to go see him.
He's not even more than a registered sex offender. He is also a convicted
Sex offender.
pedophile. Convicted pedophile.
Yeah. Yep. Man.
And in R.V. Davies' stream last night, at the end of it, he says, "Let's go over and see what Elvis Travels is doing. I need to align myself with him so I can build my channel."
What?
Exactly. Quoted from him.
Wow.
So R.V. Davey has a motive too. He wants Elvis's sub. He wants to use Elvis to grow his channel.
Unbelievable. Well, that takes a lot of nerve. Wonder why this guy's even on YouTube.
Because YouTube will let anybody on. YouTube doesn't screen people, which I'm sorry, but if you're a convicted pedophile, you shouldn't even be on the internet.
No. No. Hey, Kim Beerley. Hello, honey. R.V. Davey, Kim Beerley. R.V. Davey. Well, I'm glad that Rosie drew the line in the sand. I'm sure she's got other things to fry on her plate other than, Elbow. Even though she said he's a good guy in person, I believe that's all an act, and what he's doing on the internet is his real self. That's what I think.
Yep. There's always a little bit of truth in any fiction.
Anne says Facebook has many sexual predators. So I'm sure.
And then, folks, let's not forget. And the reason why I'm on Elvis's ass is because what he said and what he did to Tucker. When he sat in his van masturbating while he's talking about raping Tucker's children and his wife.
Yep.
Don't forget that one, folks.
Yep.
And that was not an act.
No. That was a sick thing to do, period. How is that forgivable?
And that's why and that's why, and I say, and this is exactly why I opened my channel to talking about him and, having a place for people to talk, because I don't want people to forget. And I also don't want people who might be new not to know.
Yeah, everybody come over and sub to Colleen. It's Coleen. If you could type your name in there, Colleen.
Okay.
Colleen Aloha, and sub to her. And yeah, he was, Christina. Yep. He sure was. There she is, Colleen Aloha. And
and I can guarantee you 100% that he was masturbating when he did that. Because if you look at that, he's adjusting the camera so it doesn't go any lower than mid-chest. And he's looking out the window, make sure and there's nobody coming up to the window. And it was absolutely disgusting. And if somebody's going to say something like that and put it out there for all to see, what's them from stopping doing it in real time in life?
Yep. Oh, that was disgusting. I could not believe it that day. And you know something? That YouTube didn't take it down.
Well, I don't know why they haven't taken him down yet, because I'm sure if the and here's another thing that we might be able to do. Yes, he has AdSense, and he has ads at the beginning of his streams. I wonder how many of those advertisers would want to be linked with somebody who does things like that.
Exactly. Yep. See, I have what is that called? Ad blockers, so I never get to see the ads.
Well, I've seen it a couple times because I bounced in and out last night because I was so mad I was about ready to throw my phone against the wall. But yeah, he may, on some of his things, may not swear, but his other behaviors and his other rants and tirades should also be looked at.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Never even thought about that, to be honest with you.
And Kenko, you're absolutely correct. He was fired from his so-called Fortune 500 job at Verizon for masturbating.
What?
And yep.
What?
Yep. That's why he's no longer a security guard. Don't let him fool you and say, "Oh, I quit my job." No, he didn't quit. He was fired.
Oh my God, I didn't hear that.
Yep. He may try to dirty delete his videos, but I can guarantee there's at least one copy, if not more, of his tirades and his late night rants, because they all resurface.
Mm-mm-mm.
And there are some people out there who make it their job to record him when he's doing that.
Oh my God, I'm nauseated. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Disgusting. Oh, I'm sure Rosie does know, Eclair. Yeah, Rosie knows a lot. And that's why I can't watch him at all, and especially when I enjoy going in and watching Rosie, and I got to sit there and look at him talk the way he talks to her, talk to the crowd, go in and delete people when she leaves the van. I mean, and people try telling Rosie, and Rosie sticks up for him. I can't do it.
Well,
And I love Rosie to death.
well, unfortunately, a lot of people, judge on guilt by association. You know,
Yeah.
um, in that respect, I have my own um, reason. I mean, this is just it's just disheartening. It really is.
Right. Mm-mm-mm.
Yep. So that's why I'm here and on my channel, because I don't want somebody new coming in for the first time and listening to him and believing his bullshit story
Right.
without knowing the backstory.
Right.
And I'm telling the backstory. And I'm not saying anything that's not true or factual that anybody else could go find if they wanted to.
That's true, Colleen. That's very true.
I don't throw shit that's not true. I don't make up things. All I do is I bring to a point certain things and you know say, "Hey, this isn't okay."
Right. Well, look how long it took her to finally realize what Burns was doing to her.
Well, Berg's is a whole nother story. Berg's is alcohol related, and that's what I mean. He would probably be a totally different person if alcohol wasn't in the picture.
Not an excuse, Colleen.
It's not an excuse, but it is a factor.
It is a factor, but it's not an excuse, and he knows it. He knows it.
Well, he's just become a very nasty person,
Yep. Oh, he's always
and
been that way. Since
well,
I've watched him.
I can't stomach Berg. I don't even watch him. He's no. I mean, he's another one who sits behind the steering wheel and thinks that it's content.
Right. Yeah. Trooper says it was my first time over there today. Plus I think Rosie is putting space between her and him because of all the negative feedback she's getting. Plus the thumbs down and maybe the RV pedo Davy BS. Yeah, you're right, Trooper. I'm sure that's what it is. I'm sure. I don't know. I enjoy watching her. She is, and to be honest with you, when I'm having a bad day and she's out on her chooches, I can lay back here, close my eyes at times, listen to her, open my eyes, check and see what she's doing. I can live my life through her. I can't do that when she was with Elbow. I had to not watch her. But
And that and that's a lot of us. I mean, I didn't watch Rosie when she was with him, um, and I told her, you
yeah,
know, um, and it was really nice last night. She did a cooking video. Her and Jen sat down this morning and talked, and that's the Rosie that we all know and love.
yeah,
It's not her cavorting with, you know, the biggest piece of shit, on four wheels.
yeah.
Um,
Well, look what happened, Colleen, that day. Hi, Trevor. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Thomas. Look what happened that day. I think it was in Milwaukee that they were at. He's spitting and hollering at the people in Milwaukee. He's spitting in the river. Was that what happened that day?
um, he, you know, he was probably tired. I'll grant him that. but all he wanted to do was bitch and moan and complain.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't have the social skills to realize if you smile at people and you engage them, you'll be a much happier person. But he doesn't get that. He doesn't get that not everybody, it's not all about him. The people walking by him, they don't even have a clue who he is or what he is. All
Right.
they see is this. I'm going to watch my words here. That he is just somebody with headphones on and a camera on the end of a stick. They're going to look at him.
Yep.
And they're going to give him a dirty look. People just don't do that.
No.
And then sit there and say, I'm about ready to pop off on some of these people. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because he has no social skills. He shouldn't even be out there in public.
Nope, he sure shouldn't. Nope. Well, I've got to separate the two. I've really got to. I've got to separate Rosie from Elvis. But he's disgusting. He is a time bomb waiting to go off. Something's going to happen, and I hope to God that he's not with anybody else when that time comes.
Well, that's my position, and it's always been my position, is that he's going to be driving. He's going to be trying to watch his side chat. He's going to get pissed off. He's going to go into a tirade like he did last night. He's going to blow a stop sign or a stoplight, and he's going to kill a family.
Yeah, exactly.
That has been my stand, and that has been my fear from day one. I could care less what happens to him, but it's the people around him that are in danger.
Exactly. Bingo. That's exactly my sentiment. Exactly. He is, and I don't care where he's at or who he's with. He's a time bomb waiting to go off, and it'll happen, folks. It will happen. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown in jail.
That will happen, or somebody is finally going to catch up to him and take matters into their own hands and eliminate the problem.
Ooh, gosh darn it. That would be something. That would be terrible.
It would. But we have to realize he has brought all of this upon himself. None of us has made him do what he does.
Right.
He has alienated people, and he has degraded people, and he has talked shit about enough people, and he's said enough disgusting things that there are people out there who are lurking in the shadows that never are in the side chat. They don't type in the side chat. They sit and they watch.
Yeah.
And they don't have a voice, and they're going to catch up to him one day, and that shadow in the dark is going to come out, and it's going to be done.
Quinny says, so Elvis, according to him, a woman who has an abortion is worse than R.B. Davey did. Let that sink in, she said.
Yep. There's no comparison, but he's too stupid to realize that.
So IRC bully, I heard, who was it that said something in Rosie's chat today, that he asked for his wrench to be pulled, or was it last night? Asked for his wrench to be pulled. He didn't want anything more to do with it in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe he just redeemed himself. RC Bully.
Yeah. Yeah. America Bergs again. If that's
because let's look at the real picture, folks. That whole thing with IRC Bully and Danny or whatever he was, and the other guy in the van, that was all set up by Elvis.
Right.
Whether or not Rosie knew about it, I don't think she did, because I don't think she would have gone with the script. And I
Right.
really truly believe when when IRC Bully came up to her van with the bandana on his face, it took her back. But it was 100% planned.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you could see him smiling.
Oh yeah, and if you listen to the last 3 seconds of that video, he says, "Well, that'll get people talking."
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're right. You're
And
right.
he also said that when he was talking to the other guy. I don't remember what his name was, Danny or whatever. He also, when he went to, you know, um, stop the video, once again, he says, "Well, that'll get people talking." What are we, stupid?
Right. I know. I agree with you. Yeah, Trooper, I agree with you too. Uh, Rosie was in on it. Bergs, I want to talk to you. So glad that you're in here. Let me make sure it's the real Bergs. It is. Bergs, Bergs, Bergs. You know what? Bergs. Bergs, 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 Bergs. Let me tell you something real quick, Bergs. While you're in here, shame on you for the way you talk about people. And here I am talking about Elbow. Shame on you for calling the women the names you call them and not showing respect. Shame on you. Shame,
Yeah,
shame, shame.
yeah, and you kiss your mother with that mouth?
You need to step back from the beer can. You don't know nothing. Show your proof, Bergs. Show your proof. I've been waiting for you to come in here so I could talk to you. You just really need to settle down with calling women names and making fun of their looks. How low do you have to go to make fun of people's looks? Really, come on now. Do you have that much low self-esteem that you got to make fun of people's looks?
Well, Bergs is a nobody, and it will only be a nobody.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. So, well,
it's
Colleen,
like those who can do and those who can't teach.
yep, yep. I agree, Colleen. I've got to say you're doing a good job. I'm proud of you, Colleen. You kind of took this on all by yourself, and I'm proud of you, girl.
Well, I didn't want to, but I'm the type of person, when I see a wrong, I just can't keep my mouth shut.
Yeah,
And I've always been that way. I mean, I was a whistleblower in one of my jobs, and that cost me a lot, but it was something that I had to do,
right.
and I
Well,
don't regret it. And I don't regret it.
I watch it, and I just I'm really enthralled with you, Colleen. You're very well spoken, and so I want to thank you for doing what you're doing.
Well, it is because other people share my opinions,
Right,
and I give a voice to people who may not have one, or may not want to involve themselves.
right. Well, I think you're doing a good job. So y'all need to go over and sub to Colleen. Make sure
And
you
it's
go
not,
over to her.
and I don't only rant about Elvis. I really, really don't. I mean, I live in Hawaii, and I go videotape lots of different places. I mean, I went up yesterday to the coffee farm and did a whole 15-minute video on the coffee and how it's growing and everything, and then realized that in half of it my license plate to my truck is showing, and I'm not going to I'm not going to upload it. You
Right.
know? So now I have to go back up to the coffee farm again and, do it all over. But, you
Right.
know,
Right.
um, I would much rather do Hawaii videos than Elvis.
Absolutely.
100%.
It's a beautiful country. Beautiful country. So,
Well, I am blessed, and this is what happens when you plan your life. You can't live day to day and expect other people to support you having the lack of forethought in planning your life.
yeah, that's just it, Colleen. I've worked since I've been 15 years old. And stopped working when I was 16, got so sick I couldn't work anymore. I've worked every one of those damn years. I've earned what I'm living off of. I've earned this. And so you can't tell me these guys that are in their 40s and 30s sitting there behind a wheel of a vehicle and yelling at the other people who are sitting back enjoying their retirement are bad people. Screw that. They wouldn't be sitting behind the wheel of a damn car or of an RV begging for money from other people if they would have gotten off their dead asses and worked for a living.
Well, that's just it. If he would apply himself and, you know, knock the chip off his shoulder, lose some ego, he might actually succeed in life. But he's
Yeah,
not willing to do that. He's willing to he's taking the road of least resistance, but
right.
it's leading him nowhere.
Yep, I agree.
And just just put yourself in his shoes just for the second and hear me out. I'm not getting soft, but just see that you live in 70 square feet. You don't have a kitchen, you don't have a restroom, you shit in a Walmart bag, and you don't have physical contact with people. And the only contact you do have with people is 90% negative.
Absolutely.
And you just have to realize how sad his life really is.
Yeah. Well, you
And
sure
he
sound
try
like
and he and he
class.
tries to convince us, oh, the RV lifestyle is the best. No, what he's really saying is, I hate this life and I wish I had another choice.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
he's made the choices that put him exactly where he is at this moment. And
Exactly.
those are all his choices, nobody else. He put himself there.
Well, I don't feel a damn bit sorry for him. I'm sorry. Not a damn bit sorry for him at all.
I'm not sorry for him. I think I have pity for him.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, that
Um,
yeah. Go.
but in the same pity, I also realize that he's put himself there,
Yep.
and only he can change that.
Conklin says anything less than pooping in a Coles bag is low class. Just saying.
Well, and he's ran that poor van. There's the only thing that works in that thing is the engine, and
Yeah.
that's gonna go.
And you can't
And
consider
and
it class.
and then where is he gonna be?
Yeah.
He's really gonna be homeless then.
Hello, Irish lady. Well, you can't consider it a class B. No
No,
shower, no toilet. Uh, the resale on it, nothing. Nothing. The floor's rotting out, full of mold. Uh,
and it's a rolling STD.
exactly. Oh God, Chloe, don't remind me. Oh, ick, ick. Can you imagine how many times he's hit a bump in that piss jug of his?
Well,
Oh God,
he drank it one night.
no! Don't tell. Oh, really?
Yes, he was when he was during the Mike the Millionaire days. I believe it was.
Oh, God.
He was talking and wasn't paying attention and took a big swig of it. And he got this really weird look on his face and immediately stopped the stream.
Oh, God, that just nauseates me to think about that. Woo!
And okay, I'm gonna really gross you all out now. And this is and this is from his own mouth. Quote, I masturbate at least twice a day.
Ew.
And the byproduct of that, he uses it as a skin moisturizer.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. Well, ew. Ew.
Yeah. Well, okay, well that just and that just goes back to him not having a clue about life.
Oh, God. Colleen,
And that's how a 12-year-old boy thinks, not a 37-year-old man.
Right. Colleen. What's wrong with that dude? I'm telling you.
Everything.
Oh, I
Now,
don't.
now everybody should know why he wanted to associate himself with this RV Davy. Is because they're both disgusting, deviant rejects.
Right. Yep.
You know, and all I'm doing is I'm saying what's already out there, and it came from his mouth. The video, I think Carlos actually uploaded the video the other day, you know, and all these dirty deletes are coming back to haunt him.
Oh my God. Oh, that's just disgusting. Just disgusting. You know, here's my prediction, Colleen, and you see if I'm right on this. So here's my prediction. He's going to end up. His van is completely going to go to the shit. So one or two things is going to happen. He's either going to end up uh, homeless, completely homeless, and just live in that stupid Lisa Marie and leave it the way he is, and beg for money to get a new engine put in it or whatever, however it breaks down. Or he's gonna start begging for money, and all these people are gonna come out of the woodwork to help him because they feel bad, such as Rosie, Mr. X, Norm.
Yeah, but see, they've helped him so much in the past, you know. And Rosie herself said, it's not a free ride on the rancho. You know, you're not just going to come up here and just, you know, be a slug in a van. No, it ain't going to work that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
We're talking about Elbow getting RV Davey, the sex offender, a wrench and going down to see him.
and aligning himself with him.
And aligning himself, yes, with him. Yep. Conklin says Cleopatra used it on her skin, but Cleopatra, he is not.
No, it's Cleopatra.
Cleopatra. Oh, God, Colleen. Some of the shit. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm not lying. I couldn't make this stuff up.
I mean, who would think about saying something like that on a public platform?
Well, he thought, if I delete it, it's gone. No, it's never gone.
Oh, God. This just nauseates me to think he's, out walking around with human beings. My God, this man
is... okay, Cassidy. All right, Cassidy. Okay, and this is another thing that actually he told me directly that his dream job is to be the bouncer / ringmaster at a swingers club.
What?
Yes.
Oh, God.
And that So it just reaffirms that all he ever thinks about is money, sex, and food.
Yeah. Yep. Huh. God, I'm glad I don't live next to that piece of shit. Oh my God. I am so glad.
Well, it's it's gonna. This isn't the end. This is, and it's not going to end well. Let's just face it, folks. It's not going to end well.
No, it's not.
And I don't want people coming back. Well, you said, and I said, and yeah, I said it, but I don't wish it.
Yeah, I don't wish ill harm on anybody. I really don't. But I wish he would get some help. And he's not going to do it because you can't tell him anything.
No, no.
He's going to have to fall on his ass and pick himself up. Nobody can help him do it.
No.
Okay, guys. Well, Colleen, if you want to hang on for a minute after I get done with this live here for just a second. I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you. My special guest, Colleen. Aloha. Make sure you sub to her channel. She's got the one with all the information. And she's the one to go to, the go-to girl. And she won't bullshit you. She'll tell you what's up. So
no, I don't sugarcoat it either.
No, she doesn't sugarcoat it. I've known Colleen now. I've watched her for quite a while, and she's a straight shooter. She knows what she's talking about. So I want to put this out there. I love you, Rosie. I wish you the best. Get to choochin', girl. I need to see some choochin'. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And remember, there's always a rainbow at the end of that damn storm. So I love y'all, and take care, everybody. Thanks for coming in.